So we're keeping the consistent uploads, but there's really not that much in the way of news coming up because it is a holiday today, and really from Wednesday on, we're not going to get too many announcements on these types of things, so not really going to get any notable news to talk about here, but we do have some active baseball going on in the Middle East, in Dubai, and that is Baseball United, and I don't really know what to think of it. I'm more or less putting this out here to get some feedback from you guys about this, because it's a weird type of league, and I'm normally kind of sketched out by any mainly Middle East oil state type sporting adventures. It feels kind of sports washy, but I don't really have anything to back it up, and just kind of a vibe I'm getting. They seem to have paid a lot of, well-known baseball players from Major League Baseball, Barry Larkin being the largest name, I believe, associated with it, to kind of put their stamp of approval on there. It has drawn a lot of indie ball guys. Jamari Prefer, there's Kareem Patel, there's, I believe, Dearden's in there, Marcelo's in there, Jacob Teeter I saw over there. There's a bunch of guys. You dig through the 4-team rosters, you'll see a lot of familiar names on there, and they're being paid pretty decent, I believe. I don't have an exact number, but I gotta imagine for the pretty much 4 weeks you're over there, you're making decent money, which all is fair there, but I don't really know what to make of it. They have some interesting rules. They have this thing called the money ball, which is, as you would expect, double the amount of runs whenever you hit a home run or a double or whatever it may be with the money ball. So pretty much as you'd expect, each team has 3 of those. It's in play until there's either a hit or an out. There's a designated runner you can use 3 times a game. The home run derby thing to decide ties, which isn't a terribly unique thing. We've seen that across the board in indie balls of recent. So there is that there. I don't really know what to make of it though, right? There's some other like hot ball or hot inning type thing that does something. I don't really know exactly what. There's some interesting rules there. Tickets go for about $15 US if I have the pricing right. So pretty affordable. I gotta imagine it's more or less affordable over in Dubai. The attendance seems to be hit or miss from some of the things I've seen, but I mean, it's not a natural baseball area you're introducing the game, so understandable there. It's just, I don't know what to make of it exactly. They're through most of the season already. I believe one team's clinched a finals appearance, a playoff appearance already. There's no more games the rest of this week, but they're going to pick up again next week starting Tuesday. I believe it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, maybe Friday too. I don't know for certain. And I think it's a best of 3 final for the championship over there. But yeah, I'm just curious to know like what you guys think of this thing. Is it a good league? Because it is a league, even if it's more of a series than league proper. Tournament even would be probably the more correct term to use, seeing as it's more or less round robin play. I think everyone's playing about 10 games or so. And then there's a, championship series. So round robin really feels like the way to describe this whole thing. But yeah, like I could see them expanding it. They had an all-star event last year, and now we have this series of games. If they want to continue to pour money into it, then I could definitely see them expanding this out to like 20 games and running the beginning of November through December, wrapping up in the new year. If they decide they want to pull the plug, I can see that too. The guy running the whole thing, Kasharik, I believe is how his name's pronounced. He seems to be really active, really involved in this. I don't know what's the total motive behind it, but he does seem to be an active hands-on owner and, definitely has a vision for this. And if you guys remember from the podcast, either this past week or the week before, we talked about the need for a singular vision and how there seems to be lacking indie ball. I mean, I don't know exactly what the whole deal is behind Baseball United, but their founder certainly does have a singular vision, and having strong personalities like that are both a blessing and a curse, but if it works out great. So yeah, just a quick video here. Want to get you guys' thoughts on Baseball United. Jury's still out in my opinion, but hey, if it gets some guys paid that need the cash, good for them. And if it's growing the game, good for that. I just hope there's nothing more behind the scenes than just this. So yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to play ball.